so niggas get lost. Baby, come here, hit the floor. All y'all niggas better beware, cause I'm coming for yours. When money involved, I look at it all. Baby, you know that I'm next.
Hi my brand babies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another holiday inspired look. I'm in the holiday mood and I just wanted to create another one just a little bit different, green lip and glitter eyes. So if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will be glad to have you a part of my brand baby family. And yeah, so let's get started on this look. So I'm going to start by using this shade from the NYX Warm Neutrals palette, and I'm going to use that as my transition color. This brush that I'm using is from the Morphe 12-piece set, and it doesn't, it's just like a fluffy, kind of like flat tapered brush, but not too flat, it's still fluffy. So I'm going to use that as my transition color. Just a light brownish gray color, kind of like a skin tone, but it has like a cool, it's like a cool tone brown color. Next I'm going to go in with this burnt orange color, and I'm going to use that right underneath that transition color with the same brush, and I'm going to also blend that inward, make sure to come all the way to where the inner tear duct is. And I'm going to also build that shade up to make it more intense. Going back with that same shade that I use as a transition color, I'm going to make sure everything is blended out and seamless. Next, I'm going to go in with that other shade that I just showed you. These shades don't have names on it, so I'm going to keep saying the other shade. But I'm going to go in with that shade that I showed you guys, and I'm going to use that right directly underneath that other shade. Also making sure I bring it all the way into the inner corner and everything is blended out seamlessly. When I go back in with that second shade that I use actually. So the next shade is more of a burgundy reddish color, just deeper, and I'm going to make sure I blend that the same way that I blended the other shades with the same brush. Now with this deeper burgundy purplish color, I'm going to concentrate this color in the crease, in the outer crease area, just because I want it to stay there. And to create that effect, I wanted to use the M518 brush because it gives me more control of where I want the color to be placed. So I wanted that color to stay out in the outer corner and create depth with that shade. So I didn't bring it inward, I just kept it in the outer corner area, and that brush helped me do that. So that's the reason why I use this brush. A little dancing. Then I'm going to cut my crease with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm using a Real Techniques detail brush. I believe that's a detail brush. So I used Too Faced Glamour Dust in the color Nude Beam to for my eyelids, but I didn't really like that too much, so I did go on top of it with the glitter because this shade did not come up as opaque as I wanted it to be. So I applied that instead, and my tear duct as a highlight, but on top of that I applied the glitter, and I'm just using a smudger brush to apply that on there. So you can pretty much skip this step. Depends on how you feel about the shadow. I didn't too much like it on the lid area, or how I applied it on the lid area. Now I'm going to go in and make sure those shades are blending in with the outer corner, and I just used the same M518 brush to make sure everything was blended and seamless. Next on my V9 brush, I'm going to apply those darker shades in the crease area, making sure that that area, it does have a deeper cut. So just use your darker shades to create like a cut. Make sure it looks, to give the appearance that it looks cut and deeper. So I use that brush for that reason. And this brush that I'm using right here to apply a little bit more of that dust on there is a Ulta brush. Now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Makeup Shayla palette, and I'm going to use my V9 brush to apply the black shade in the in the outer corner. And this brush also helps give you more control over where your colors is going, so it's more like a pencil brush. And then I'm going to blend that out with the M518 brush. And then make sure you go back and reapply your other shades as well, so that everything can appear seamless. And then reapplying some more of the black shade and going back and blending it out again. So just to make it more intense, I want to get more color there. I'm just applying and then blending it out. Now I'm going to go in, I believe this is L'Oreal or Revlon, one of those, that is the dual situation. I always call it situation because I don't know what to call it, but it has a glitter in, and I'm using that as my adhesive for the glitter that I applied. The NYX adhesive is a little bit too thick for this fine milded glitter, so that's the reason why I use that as an adhesive rather than using my NYX. After I applied my liner, I did want the outer crease to be a little bit more deeper, so I did go back and reapply, and then also went back and blended everything out again. Now my foundation and everything is still the same, so I didn't show that part. I did use the Maybelline foundation and the concealers and the highlight as well. This blush that I'm using is the Ulta blush palette. I will leave that link down below what colors I use. This is only one blush that's in that palette and a highlighter. So I use that with my V3 brush. Now I'm going to go in with this gel liner from Shayla, I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's just a black gel liner. You can use any gel liner that you want to use. I got this from my Ipsy bag. With my Ulta Dual End Shadow and Crease Brush, I use those same shades that I applied in the crease area underneath my eyes in the lash area. And I use the M518 to apply the darker shades to that area as well. I did go in with Big Shot mascara and applied my lashes that were doubled. And I'm going in with my Dr. M from Colourpop as a lippy for this look. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of this Thanksgiving, or more Christmas inspired look. I did get the green to kind of tie in Christmas, but yeah, so if you guys like this look, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.